I don't know what it is about high school and college, but dudes you talk to maybe once in 4 years will hit you up 6 years after you've graduated. Just hey, man, do you want to make real money? I know it's not going to be with you, dog.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, that was for a while. Do you remember there were girls that were getting into like selling tea or something? Like it was like weight loss supplements, herbal tea supplements on Facebook. And they're like, you guys should definitely ask me how I made $25,000 in a month. And it's like, you didn't.
You didn't.
You didn't.
Or if you did, you made it on the backs of all of the people you scammed.
Yeah, yeah. Or yeah. But, you want to plug your social media real quick? And
yeah, definitely.
Any Rays information you got coming up?
Yeah. So every third and fourth Thursday now, Ray's SportsHouse at 9:00. We do sign up for our open mic. 9:30. It's the Ray's Claws Out Comedy open mic. And then we are doing monthly showcases with local comedians. And then once a quarter, we're going to be trying to bring in some like bigger talents, whether it's like local legends or like headliners from out of town. We try to offer competitive prices. It's going to be a really fun time. We've got drink deals. And the bar is really awesome. They let us use an upstairs space that we kind of have isolated off. It's going to be pretty sick. Our next show is going to be the second Saturday in June. I need to pull up that date.
That show is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's going to be the 13th at 7 p.m.
13th. Yeah, I've done it before. It's a lot of fun. The upstairs room is pretty cool. You kind of, I don't know, you're away from all the bar riffraff, you know, but it's still a fun room. And yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah. And then one other thing to plug, new project one of my buddies and I are working on because we're trying to fund our fishing habit. You can follow us currently on Instagram, and it's also going to be TikTok when I get over the fact that TikTok is a Chinese spy app. Conspiracy time. It's called City Boys Fishing. City Boys with an I, or City Boys with an I _ fishing. And it's just my buddy Alex, my buddy Nick, and I going out on weekends and catching fish. Send us your fish pics. We'll post them. Send us your best ideas for rigs to try. We will try any bait. Today we fished with Vienna sausages. We didn't catch shit. It was a good time. But that's why they call it fishing, not catching.
That's so funny that even even the fish were like, no.
Yeah.
No.
I had like 10 minutes of jokes that I had written about it, and every single one of them made me sound like I'm better. Like I thought I was better than I am as a person. Like I don't have 2 cans of Vienna sausages on my shelf. Just like, is this going to be the week that we run out of money?
Yeah. Hey, I'm not saying that it's not good to have a little backup break in case of emergency sausages. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they've been there for 3 years, and
they'll last for another 30. So that's the great thing about it.
I swear, dude, every time I go down into my basement to like pull something out of the pantry, whether it's like pasta sauce for spaghetti night or something at home, I look at those Vienna sausages and I'm just like, you need to work harder.
It's coming.
It's coming, dude.
So for anybody joining us for the first time ever, the whole idea behind the podcast is anytime somebody says something is the best, it's just their opinion. There's no way to prove it right or wrong, yes or no. So I like to sit down with some of my favorite people and ask them some of the best questions. Maybe we agree, maybe we don't. It's just kind of a fun little argument about things that don't matter at all. So let's get to the first one. Boom. All right. Best way to cook a steak. Now I know for a fact you have a method.
Yes, I have several, and it depends on what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just like, so Aldi's got these little cheap knockoff filet mignons. They're just like cuts of top sirloin wrapped in bacon. And you eat them however you want to eat them. I'll throw in the air fryer, like 400 for 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I threw a picture up there of a steak in an air fryer, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna piss Joe off." I didn't realize. So you're an air fryer steak man.
For one specific type, and it's because I like those rare, and an air fryer cannot cook a steak properly.
No,
but you can get the outside cooked to hell and the inside bloody.
Oh. I like the idea of that.
Yep. And then skirt steak or flank steak, I'll do that on the grill. Make some tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really love a good venison steak on a grill. Like a campfire last year for our Labor Day fishing trip, which is how this whole fishing thing I was talking about started. I brought the last of my deer steaks from the year before on my deer, and we made tacos for like 18 guys on 4 steaks.
Oh, sick.
Wait, sorry. No, we made 18 tacos for 8 guys. I'm bad at numbers and my brain gets jumbled, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. No one was going to fact check you on that. We would come in and it's like bringing everyone from the fishing trip last year. They just walk in. They're like, no, Joe, it was 18 tacos. Yeah.
And then typically I like cast iron.
Yeah. That's how I thought you were going to say. That's what I thought you were going to go with. I for real, I'm shocked. I would have never given the air fryer a second chance. I saw it and I was like, this is sacrilegious. But now that you've explained it, the outside cooked to hell and the inside bloody.
Yeah,
I might try a bite.
And you've got to get a thick enough steak because the air fryers don't fry anything. They're just a convection oven that sits on your counter. And so you can very easily fuck a lot of things up. Air fryers are really good for chicken.
Yeah.
Air fryer chicken wings go so hard, and it's so easy.
I just don't like it because you can't, like, they give you this big basket, right?
Yeah.
But you can't layer. So, like, it has to be like a single layer. Like, if you're going to do fries or whatever, it's.
The one I bought came with like a little shelf to add more stuff. But it's a metal shelf, and it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just end up not using it and then taking it out every 5 minutes and just giving it a good rattle, you know?
Yeah.
Like Darla from Finding Nemo. Just
she wouldn't stop shaking the bag. Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm pretty anti air fryer. I love a good steak on the grill or cast iron, either one. Like, it's so hard to beat.
The only one I don't really care for is sous vide.
I've never tried it. I mean, I get it. I understand the point behind it, but I
feel like if you did a pan sear afterward and got a good crust on it, sous vide would probably be great.
Yeah.
But it just feels very bland to me, even when it's prepared well.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically just boiling it.
Yeah.
You're just boiling a steak. That seems wrong.
That honestly,
it's like, what is this,
it makes
World War
me
II?
more mad than the air fryer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. I feel like when they came out with sous vide, they were like, ooh, look at us. We're so smart. Look at technology. And it's like, ew, gross. Stop it.
Ooh,
you're doing too much.
France is leading the way in the cooking world.
Yeah.
Fun fact, guys. French cuisine sucks balls, just like France.
We are adamantly anti-French here on the podcast.
Oui, oui, baguette.
Yeah. No, I think I gotta go grill though. I just love cooking a steak on a grill. It's such a simple, like, the older I get, the more I appreciate it. Do you have any marinades or go-to seasonings that you go with?
Yes, I do. When I'm making my own, simple salt, black pepper, garlic. Montreal's steak seasoning, like, if you can get everything but the rye seeds, I'm not a big rye guy.
Okay.
Is really good. Sometimes throw on a barbecue seasoning, or if I'm doing taco meat, like if I'm doing a skirt or flank steak, tahini, cayenne pepper, garlic, smoked paprika, and then sea salt.
I got one the other day. It's called Ranchero steak seasoning.
Yeah, you sent me a picture. That looked really good.
Oh, it was so good. I did a hot honey marinade and just put it in a bag with hot honey for, it was like, I don't know, a day and a half or so. And then just coated it with that Ranchero steak, threw it on the grill. The only thing about the hot honey is, I will say, it will cause a huge flame. Like, if the honey drips down and hits the flame, it's gonna. So you gotta keep an eye on it. But it really tenderizes the meat. It gives it a little bit of a sweet flavoring to it, especially if you're gonna use something, lots of pepper or some like paprika or anything like that. It was a real good balance to the sweet and the heat together. Oh, it was so good. I was like, ooh, I cooked 2 steaks, and I was like, I'll eat 1 today and 1 tomorrow. And then 10 minutes later, I was like, and I am out of steak. Because that's always what happens. It just looks so good, and you're like, I just want to keep eating it. Okay, what's the best meal you can cook?
Favorite meal I can cook is probably fried rice. Best meal I can cook is pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your fried rice recipe?
Wash your rice, cook it day old, let it sit for at least a day, sometimes 2 if you want it a little crispier. I do soy sauce, onions, water chestnuts, top it off with fresh green onions, and then cook into it garlic mince, a little bit of ginger, what is the bottoms of the green onions, like the thick part, to get the flavor in the oil. I always use sesame oil, only way to do it. And then hammer the ever-living fuck out of it with MSG, and then at least 1 egg per cup of rice. Do all of that, like pre-fry, pre-scramble everything, then stir-fry it all together once you're done. I finally figured out how to do chicken for chicken fried rice. My wife got some kosher chicken, and I was like, you've never had chicken fried rice, you've got to have it. That is tedious, but it really makes a difference.
Oh my goodness.
Bronchitis, baby. But basically you cut it up, butterfly it, smash it as thin as you possibly can, then cut it real thin, like paper strips. Soak it for at least an hour in a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of water, a little bit of cornstarch, and whatever seasonings you want to do, and get it real slimy.
Yeah. That's how I like it. Nice and slimy, baby.
Because cornstarch makes everything slimy when it gets wet. And then you fry that in sesame oil. Bonus points for chili crisp and bonus points for cooking your chicken in chili oil if you like it really spicy.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I don't know. I've never done rice. I have a Blackstone. I bought one like years ago. Never used it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I did.
Blackstone's a game changer.
I think I did bacon on it one time, and then never touched it again.
Oh man!
And I'm thinking about getting rid of it. I don't know. My wife wants to get rid of it because she's like, it's taking up space on the deck.
How big is it, and how much do you want for it?
It's a decent size. It's probably, I don't know. I can take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's 100 miles from here, so you'd have to. Yeah, we'd have to coordinate that somehow.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no, day trip.
Yeah. Oh no, day trip to see my buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You can have it for $20 if you want it, because we're not using it. But I don't know. I was so excited to get into it, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this, and I have a smoker. I was like, oh, I can smoke steaks and then
cook up bacon
and then fry them up on the Blackstone and get a good crust on them and stuff. And then I just never got around to doing it. And it's intimidating because I just don't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's like one of those things where you're like, I want to get started, but also what if I screw it up, you know? And I hate doing that. I hate doing that especially with meat. When you screw it up, it makes me feel guilty because I'm like, something died for this.
And it doesn't taste good.
And I ruined it. You know what I mean? Like that would be I can only imagine that if I was a cow, right? And I was butchered and then like I found out, hey, someone took your thigh and they just really burnt the hell out of it. Like it's just did not turn out. I'd be like,
it's just tough and well done.
I was like, nobody even enjoyed me, you know? Like nobody even got a chance to. It's like, at least if you're gonna do it, at least do it right, you know. If you're gonna cook me, at least be, you know. So I always feel so guilty when I screw up. So I hate wasting food and I hate screwing it up, and it just really bothers me. Which is probably explains why I am the shape that I am. Because I'm like, well, come on, guys, we can finish this. It's not that bad. What was the other thing you said? You said you like fried rice, pizza. Okay. Yeah. You make your own pizza from scratch, or you like? Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I don't make is the tomato sauce and the tomato paste and like the ingredients, but usually I grow my own garden. I just have fallen way behind with the house and the kid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if I can, fresh veggies. Dough from scratch is literally just flour and water. It's pretty straightforward. Absolutely love the sauce I use, and it's because it's the closest thing I can get to Emo's sauce, which is like the best part about Emo's pizza. Hot take, Emo's is the worst St. Louis style pizza. It's still good, but it's not as expensive as it is good.
Yeah. Like, if Emo's, if you're listening, and we know that you are, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
what we do to our tourists is unforgivable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so, I don't know what to do, because I am typically like 100% on board St. Louis stuff. And I just can't get behind Emo's. It's the sauce, like you said, is pretty good sauce, you know, but the crust, the cheese, like, and I mean, it's good. Like
the cheese is one of those cheeses that only works for meat toppings. And if you don't have, like, if you have anything but meat toppings on the pizza, you might as well just not eat the pizza.
Yes. And it's only good for about 10 to 15 minutes.
And then it has to be refrigerated.
And then it cools off and it becomes this like gel.
Yep.
And it's not good anymore. Like I can't stand it. But you know who has really good St. Louis style pizza? Anthonino's Tavern on the Hill. They're shout out Anthonino's. They are fantastic.
They are one of the best restaurants on the Hill.
Yeah.
Far and away. And I'm not just saying that because Guy Fieri came through and reviewed their toasted raviolis. Their squid ink pasta is insane.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that lore, but I just know that their pizza is the bomb.
Good.
Yeah.
Pizza's good. Appetizers are good. It's the only place on the Hill I've been to that does sauteed calamari instead of fried. And they do it with like a really, really good spicy red sauce to dip it in.
Oh. I love that. I love that. Dude. Oh, you sold me.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah. Well, but when you cook a pizza, all right, what are your go-to toppings?
So I'm a classic sausage pepperoni guy. That's my favorite. Always has been. I'll do Italian sausage. I recently found out that you don't pre-cook the sausage. You let the sausage cook into your pizza. Ooh.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I would have never thought about that. I would have definitely browned it up and then.
Yep. If I'm doing Provel, easy on the cheese. If I'm doing mozzarella, extra cheese that shit up and cook it long enough to get the cheese a little bit brown, like burn it just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I see the vision. Yeah. I'm on board. Yeah.
You've seen my wife. You've seen how much smaller she is than me, and the differential there. Like, I've had comedians who've met her for the first time be like, "I didn't think you could pull that off, buddy," because I can cook. She don't cook.
She don't cook.
She did finally cook, actually. Proud husband moment. She prepped her own week's worth of baked potatoes this week.
Oh, nice.
I'm very proud of her. Shout out, Julie. You're never going to see this, but shout out, babe. I love you.
Yeah, shout out, Julie.
Yeah, but so the sauce, if you guys want to make this at home, it's very, very simple. 1 can of tomato sauce, like a half can of tomato sauce, 1 can tomato paste, a little bit of sugar, garlic, oregano, and then something to make it hot. Ideally not a hot sauce that has a ton of its own flavor. You want a hot sauce that is basically just pain. The one that we used to use at my parents' house was almost 1 million Scovilles, and we would put a drop in it, and that would give it just a little bit of zing. The one I use now, you actually found in my fridge on my birthday.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And that's like 4 drops because it's just not as hot, and I can't find the one we used to use, which was called TKO Habanero Punch.
Which, okay, I feel like I need to do a little bit of PR control, all right? Public relations. I feel like, so you recently commented on a video, because I was talking about, like, I like hot sauce, I want hot sauce on anything, and you commented and you were like, facts. The first time Eric came to my house, he opened my fridge and immediately looked for hot sauce. I would never normally do this, okay? I would never normally open someone's fridge and just go through their stuff. That feels like an invasion of privacy. However, I got to the party super late because I had a show, and once the show ended, I drove over to your house. Your daughter was asleep. Everyone else was in the basement. And I was upstairs, and I didn't want to call down and be like, "Hey, Joe, you got any hot?" and wake everybody up. So I was like, okay, we're just going to be a problem solver, and we're going to open the fridge. And I just opened it very quickly, and I looked in the door because I was like, Joe is an organized man. The door is where the hot sauce will be. And I picked up a bottle and it said Ragnarok, and I was like, nope. And then I finally found Frank's or something like that, which I love a good hot sauce, but I also know that there are times where it gets a little too much for me to handle, especially now that I'm getting older. I used to be able, no matter what it was, I was like, oh, I'll take whatever. And now that I'm getting older, it's like, sometimes I gotta realize I'm not a young pup anymore. I don't want to be up all night going, with heartburn.
Well, and it's a good thing you didn't see any of the unlabeled bottles in there, because if you thought the Ragnarok was scary, the unlabeled bottles all hurt.
I look in there. There's one. It's got a picture of a llama on it,
it's just the stained brown.
It's the Emperor's New Groove potions or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, oh no.
I've got one in there that's a squirt bottle, and it is just like, it looks like mud butt is the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't pick that one up.
It's the best tasting hot sauce I have. It's a very sweet one. Made it with habaneros, ghost peppers, and jalapenos all grown from my garden. And then I did red wine vinegar with it, cinnamon, and a little bit of honey and some liquid smoke. And it presents very sweet, very tangy, a little bit of smoke to it. And you're like, oh, this is delightful. This is great for like a chicken taco. And then the pain. I found this. I went to a wedding recently, and they, like, the groomsmen all had to get ready, beforehand, but we were all staying in this like cabin, and they had sandwiches, like just cold cuts brought in. And like, I like hot sauce, so I just went to the fridge and just looked for hot sauce, and they had Yellowbird habanero hot sauce. Have you ever seen this before? Oh, that looks good.
It's so good. And so I grabbed it and I put some on my sandwich, and I was like, ooh, this is good hot sauce. And then one by one, all the groomsmen came around, and they're like, oh, I'll try a little. Oh, I'll try a little. And I have had more texts about that hot sauce from the group chat than anything else that in like the year leading up to the wedding. Everybody was like, hey, I went, what was it? Was it the habanero one, or was it the Carolina one? Like
definitely the habanero one. The Carolina one would kill you.
Yeah, maybe. There are some out there where, like, I used to think habanero was
the peak.
Yeah, the peak. And now habanero's starting to pop up more and more, but they've found a way to like mix it with other flavors. Mm-hmm. I found one the other day by Frank's. It's Hawaiian pineapple hot sauce. Ooh. It's got a sweetness to it, and it's not like a vinegar-based hot sauce. It's more like a glaze kind of thing. It's so good.
So it's closer to like that mango habanero from Wild Wings.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda. Yeah. But I love it so much. It's let's see. I got a picture of it somewhere.
The one that we made, like the first batch we made. Oh, that's awesome. Can you send me a picture of that?
Yeah.
We my buddy Anthony and I have known each other since middle school. He was like one of my first friends I made when we were in 7th grade. And he likes peppers. He likes hot sauce. So we made some when I grew a bunch in my garden one year. Mm-hmm. And we called it hippie death sauce. And we made 4 mason jars of it like this big. And by the end of the party that he threw at the end of the year, all of it was gone. Which I think that's mostly just because people were hammered and there was Chick-fil-A. But,
yeah.
I thought that was going to be better. I didn't know where I was going with that. Sometimes
that's fine. There's nothing. It doesn't not. They not all. They can't all be home runs. You know what I mean? Like they. But,
now I remember where I was going with it. But during the day while we were making that, he had one that he got when he was in Colorado called Once Bitten, and it was a tiny little fucking bottle like this. Mm-hmm. Has a picture of a rattlesnake on it, and then it advertises 6 million Scoville units.
Oh.
And we were like taking a finger dab of it. Because at that point, like the endorphins will kick in and it's better than drugs. And And we were in the middle of making the hot sauce, and they go, "Oh, Joe, you won't take a spoonful of it."
Ooh.
And I was 19 and stupid.
Yeah, of course I will.
Yeah, of course I will. Took a spoonful of it, immediately found myself on the floor, just like curled in a ball, and they're like, "Are you okay, buddy?" No.
No, of course I'm not okay.
No.
This has rattlesnake venom in it.
Yeah.
I need a doctor.
Yeah. I had crashed my car like a week before, and I decided in my delirium that was the time that I needed to get some cardboard and some duct tape and fix my front bumper. So he's got a video somewhere of me just sitting on the ground with some duct tape and some gray cardboard, just
sweating,
just
sweating.
Like he goes, "Joe, what are you doing?" I was like, "The brigands are trying to take my shekels."
Okay.
I don't know, dude. It was a weird time in my life.
So that reminds me kind of when I was in Japan, they have this stuff called habusaki, which the habu snake is like the most poisonous snake in Japan, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things where like if it bites you, they just give you a phone and they're like, "Well, just call home because you're not
making it."
Yeah, I think so. It was either that or there's some lizard. I can't remember which one, but I know that it was bad. Whiskey? Kind of, where they just have it curled up in the bottom of the bottle and the venom gets in it. And apparently what it does is it slows your liver down so you don't process alcohol as quickly, and it goes like almost straight into the bloodstream. And yeah, so guys were taking shots of habusaki and they were like, "I don't feel it, man. I think I'm pretty good." And then you stand up, and when you stand up, you would go like you were just like it was like, you ever seen, those like things you get at like carnivals where you like, they're like a stick figure or an animal or something, and then you press the button on the bottom and they just like collapse.
Yeah.
And then you take your finger off and they stand back up. That's exactly what it looked like, because every guy would stand up and then just like crumple down into a ball. It was wild. What's the best place you've traveled to?
Glacier National Park in Montana.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I would love that.
I've been to almost every single national park out west. The only one I think we haven't been to is Zion. And
Sick.
Glacier, experiencing it in second grade made me want to go back. Experiencing it in sixth grade changed me forever, and in a good way. That sounds pretentious when you say it like that, but like I don't think I'd hunt and fish as much as I do and spend as much time outdoors as I do if I hadn't gotten to go hike around Glacier National Park.
We're going to Gatlinburg, actually like a month from today. We rented a cabin out there, and we're gonna just hike around the like Smoky Mountain National Park. And
magnificent.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
That's awesome.
I am so excited. I cannot wait. I just want to go and just be away, Yeah. I just want to be away for and it's close enough. Like apparently Gatlinburg is like it's like a big little city, so there's like still stuff to do where if you want to go out to dinner, you want to do this, it's like 15 minutes away, but we're far enough from everybody else that we can be just alone. And we're going to do hiking, and I think we might do a float trip. I'm not sure. Yeah, fun. I'm excited. Although I've never done a float trip with kids before, so that's always
bring fishing poles and water guns.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's always an added thing to it, because I love a good lazy river. You know what I mean? Like I love a good float trip. I did one in Texas for a bachelor party I went to, and it was pretty cool. But they don't allow any disposable like containers. So
is that the one in Austin?
Yeah, New Braunfels or whatever. It was cool. It was really cool. Don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But it was also like it was weird because they don't allow disposable containers. So it's like I had to go to HEB and buy like a giant
butter keg, basically.
Kind of, yeah, but it was like a Stanley type thing, but it was like it just held like 96 ounces. And so before we went on, I was just pouring beer after beer and trying to fill it up. And then the strap broke and it dropped, and like I lost maybe I don't know,
3 beers.
a third of it. And I was like, oh, come on. I was so upset. And then
That's my drinking budget, Mother Nature.
I was like, ah, which is crazy. I haven't had anything to drink. So I went to the wedding and I had a few beers at the wedding. But other than that, I haven't had any alcohol since the beginning of the year.
Yeah. Other than my actual birthday and a few beers on my birthday, I think I've had like a whiskey since. Now, granted, you witnessed the shit show. But yeah, it's booze.
It really wasn't a shit. It really just wasn't a shit. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't that bad. Like you were having a good time, but you weren't. It wasn't like you were a problem or anything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of it until after I puked.
Yeah. No, but actually by the end of the podcast, so for everybody who's listening, if you don't know, I had Joe come in, what was it, like a month ago?
On February 4th.
February 4th. It was his birthday, and he was coming in to promote his show at Ray's that was coming up, and it was him and Jack, and you had been at the open mic, and people were giving you free drink after free drink after free drink.
It was a lot.
Yeah. And he was pretty toasted by the time he got in here. But you handled business like a man, and you got up and you excused yourself, and then you came back and pounded some water. And by the end of the podcast, you were back to normal, and Jack was the one that was like, like that. And it was so funny because it's like once I saw the switch happen, I was like, yeah, we're not putting this out. It's like, this one's just going to go.
This one's just going to go in the annals of history.
Yeah, this one's just going to go to that.
I can also tell you the worst place I've been.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Worst place I've been is Dodge City, Kansas. Kansas is a state. No hate. The people I've met from Kansas are wonderful. There's not much to see. It's very flat and hilly. There's also big hills there. But Dodge City almost turned me into a vegetarian. Have you ever seen a cattle yard?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was too little to see that.
Yeah. It's a lot when you see, like, I didn't realize that was still a thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, oh, yeah, we have trucks now. We just haul cattle wherever we need. But you don't realize, like, no, you still, like, in Arkansas, we were in like, kind of like central west Arkansas. And they have, like, they call it, like, the four state stockyard or something like that,
So,
where it's like Oklahoma,
Okie, Louisiana, Texas, and Arkansas.
Yeah, not Louisiana.
Mississippi?
No, because that's all east. This was, I think it's like Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas, kind of like right there.
Right there.
Yeah, but anyway, it's huge. I've never seen anything like that before, and there was 8,000 cows out there or something like that. It's just wild to me, you know.
That's like my cousins have a couple hundred head on their farm, but it's all free range, and the cows are, cows. The stockyard was something else, man. That's like, I got to witness a miracle of science last year when I went to my cousin's farm, or 2 years ago. They had triplets, like a cow had triplets, and all 3 of them lived. That's a miracle of science, for real. That almost never happens.
Yeah, especially in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, to see that and then just see a bunch of cows standing on concrete, just looking at you like, is this where I die?
Yeah. And you're
Just
like, yes.
From a free range operation to Cowschwitz. Like
Cowschwitz is wild. It's okay. It's all right. He can say that. He brought a Jewish person into the world. Yes.
I wouldn't have even addressed that one. I would have just left that like.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. The older I get, the more I kind of want to get a farm with cows and chickens and stuff like that. But my wife has told me multiple times, she's like, if we get a farm, if we have cows and chickens, I will become a vegetarian. She's like, because I will fall in love with them and I will not be able to eat them.
Oh.
But again, I'm going to argue this, and I've said this several times, that The reason why your grandmother's cookies tasted so good was because...
lard and tallow.
No, they were made with love. They were made with love. And that's that special ingredient. My mom makes fantastic cookies. All she does is follow the recipe on the back of the chocolate chip bag. But they are, like, other people have come by and been like, oh, these are so good. You know, like, it's been backed up. It's scientifically proven. Hers are the best. And and I think it's because she just puts a little bit of love in there. And so I would argue that if I raised a cow from a baby to fully grown and then you slaughter it, you know, humanely, you have a bond with that animal. It's going to taste better because there's a little bit of love in there.
Oh, see, my workaround for that would just be I'd name the cows what I was going to turn them into.
Yes. That's so funny. You're like,
Ribeye, get your ass over here and get some hay.
Carne asada, get over here.
Yeah. I feel like if you have a permanent reminder that you're going to eat it, you won't get too attached.
Oh, yeah. Ribeye, would you get out of here? Yeah.
Ribeye, this is your third bottle this morning, buddy. You need to calm down.
Yeah. I'd be like, no. Drink up, big guy. Drink up. Let's get you nice and fatty. And
Let's put you in a VR headset on a treadmill in water. We're going to turn you into some nice Kobe. You just have one super fat cow over in the corner named Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah. And this is my dog, Wagyu. You're like, wait, what? No, nothing?
Nothing.